Hello there. Today, I'm petting those 4 dogs that are sitting right next to me. They only woof when they bark at strangers or animals. But I adopt those dogs because I don't want them to be strays. Hey, I just said the title of the movie we're going to review today. But I must remind you, this is an R-rated dog movie. So there isn't anything to say about this. So let's howl to an adventure.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me.
The story. Dogs will bark at the story plot for the great start. Young dog Reggie lives in the home of Doug, an angry and vile man who hates his pet and does everything he can to get rid of him. When Reggie becomes homeless, he meets Bug, an experienced street dog who is ready to become his new friend's guide through the world of dogs surviving without human support. The thing this dog movie has to be rated R is because of satirize and subvert classic, wholesome talking dog movies like Homeward Bound or A Dog's Purpose. The filmmakers specifically wanted to tell a story about animal companionship from a completely raw, unfiltered, and adult perspective. The movie takes innocent movie concepts, like a lost pet trying to find its way home, and replaces the typical family-friendly themes with dark comedy. The creators wanted to make a hard R, raunchy studio comedy in the style of The Hangover or Good Boys, using dogs as the vehicle for the jokes. The plot follows Reggie, an abused dog who is blind to his owner's cruelty. The R-rated tone allows the film to explore the dark, dysfunctional nature of that toxic relationship before turning it into a revenge story. Behind the scenes. There isn't much to say about the behind the scenes about Strays. When Reggie, Bug, Maggie and Hunter ate mushrooms, they had hallucinations of the dream. Reggie blasted into space, Bug duplicate, Maggie in 2D and Hunter as a puppet. Gus the narrator dog who is voiced by Josh Gad, who don't talk with his mouth but talks in his mind when Reggie and Bug paid attention to him while they're trying to focus on them. The characters. Let's adopt the characters. Reggie is a gullible and idiotic yet good-hearted border terrier living with his selfish owner, Doug. Even though Doug only keeps him to spite an ex-girlfriend, Reggie is under the impression that Doug loves him and does everything he can to make him happy, much to Doug's chagrin. Bug used to be a stray who liked to hump the couch. Dolorous and also liked being in the outside world. He met Reggie and became best friends later on. He was also friends with Maggie and Hunter and they became a pack. He used to be Emma's pet, until he accidentally bit her ankle and was almost put down till he escaped, and later changed his mind on hating humans when seeing Riley and he became her dog. Maggie and Hunter are both couples who worked for Bug. Maggie is an intelligent, street-smart and caring Australian Shepherd who serves as a key member of the main canine group. She is often described as one of the most level-headed members of the group, contrasting with the more chaotic characters, while still participating in their wild adventures. As a former companion to a social media influencer, she is sharp, observant and possesses an incredible sense of smell that helps the group navigate. And Hunter suffers from self-esteem issues, largely stemming from his past and current circumstances, particularly his humiliating role as an emotional support dog forced to wear a cone of shame. He's emotionally vulnerable, socially awkward and deeply self-conscious, especially regarding his past and current situation. Doug can be easily described as a crude, selfish, lazy, sexist, pusillanimous, foul-mouthed and ornery man, as shown by him cheating on girlfriends and keeping a dog he hated just to spite one of them. Doug is extremely childish to the point that he refuses to get a job, throws tantrums when things do not go his way and relies on his mother for financial support. He can be described as the epitome of what a nader looks like. He possesses a sadistic streak, as demonstrated by his willingness to physically attack Reggie and his admission to liking only the dog's death in the movie Marley and Me, due to his hatred of dogs. At first, Will Forte was hesitant to accept the role of Doug because he is an animal lover and didn't want to be portrayed as an animal abuser since it might potentially send the wrong impression of him as a person. However, he He would later accept the role because he hates people who abuses animals and wanted to show that animal abusers deserve karma. At around 29 mins closing parenthesis, Josh Gad is the voice of Gus, the Labrador retriever who is narrating his owner's story at the fair. Josh Gad was the voice of Bailey in A Dog's Purpose from 2017 and A Dog's Journey from 2019. In both movies, the dog narrates his owner's story. And his owner in both movies is Dennis Quaid, who appears in this movie as himself who was bird watching. 7 of the cast members were born in same years but were in separate months apart from each other. 1967, David Herman was born on February 20th. Will Ferrell was born on July 16 and Jamie Foxx was born on December 13. 1970, Rob Riggle was born on April 21 and Will Forte was born on June 17. 1976, Isla Fisher was born on February 3 and Brett Gelman was born on October 6. Now it's time for me to take these dogs home with me, so bye-bye for now.
I can't